UX questions. Your user experience questions answered in 3 minutes or less.
Marcus from Cedar Rapids, Iowa asks, what is UX design? I love that question. Thanks for asking, Marcus. This is UX question number 2, and I'm Ben Judy. What is UX design? Well, it's making choices that describe the functionality, content, appearance, and various other attributes of a product, usually some software or some digital product, with the intent to improve the relative quality of a person's interaction with that product. That's kind of a mouthful, so let's break this down. What is UX design? Well, there are actually 2 things we need to define there: UX and design. You might remember question 1 was, what is user experience? And I said it's the relative quality of a person's interaction with a product. But what is design? And this is a question that designers can get really philosophical about. One definition of design is from Jared Spool, a well-known UX consultant and speaker. And he says, design is the rendering of intent. A UX designer will probably render or draw programs that describe a user's journey or a user's flow through an application. A UI designer will draw a picture of what the software interface should look like. But if you're going to draw plans or describe aspects of what an experience with a product should be like, you have to fundamentally do 3 things. First, understand your users. What are their needs and goals? What do they know or not know? How do they feel? What is the context in which they're using the product? And build empathy with the user. Second, you have to generate design options. You can't very well design anything without forming ideas about the ideal future state. And in UX design, those ideas should be informed by understanding and empathy for the user. Third, you have to make choices. UX design is informed, but it should also be opinionated. Having generated hopefully many solution ideas, you must now choose a subset of ideas that are the best of the bunch. In the practice of UX design, you mainly do this by testing the design with users. And this is an iterative thing. You don't just ideate once and make one choice. You do loops of ideation and testing and deciding, while continuously learning about the user and building deeper empathy for them. So if the product is a website, you're trying to understand who is visiting this site, what they're doing, and how they should feel. There are problems to solve for the user. And you're producing design artifacts that describe ideas about what the holistic experience should be like. And you collaborate with others to decide which of your solution ideas should be implemented. And you cry a lot and regret all of your life choices. That's UX design. Hey, it's Ben Judy, and thanks for joining me for another episode of UX Questions. If you want to submit a question, I would love to answer it. Just go to uxquestions.com, type in your question, and submit the form. You can also leave a comment on the latest episode on YouTube. I do read your comments. You can help spread the word about UX Questions by clicking the share, like, and subscribe buttons on any YouTube video, sharing links to the podcast with your friends, and by becoming a patron of UX Questions on Patreon. You can subscribe at the $1 per month, $5 per month, or $10 per month level with different benefits and rewards at each level of support. Just visit patreon.com/uxquestions for all the details. If I've learned one thing about user experience over the course of my career, it's that there's always something new to learn, some new question to be answered. So keep those questions coming in and keep checking UX Questions. Your UX questions answered in 3 minutes or less.